morning, good afternoon, good evening, and that's the way it is when you're global. And we just want to touch the hearts of everybody worldwide, and you're going to find out that today I have some of the most powerful women that are leading the way. And understand something, there's not a woman out there that can't lead the way. There's not a man out there that can't lead the way. You know what? You got to do this. You got to do things that scare you a little bit, but excite you a lot, and you move on them. You don't ask anybody's opinion that's never done it before. You just go out and you do it. And understand this. I'm going to tell you right now, why don't you track me for the next year, and I'll show you that I will do more in the next year than most people do in 10 years. And it's not because I'm smarter. It's not because I'm special. It's because, guess what? I know that every human being has unlimited potential, and I'm going to do my best, even if I screw up, mess up, fail up, fall down. I'm going to do it because I want to break the pathway for everybody out there that was told that they weren't good enough, that they could never become a practitioner, that guess what? That you couldn't heal yourself, less another person. And that's not true. None of this is even true. And understand this, it's great. Medical system's great if you get into an emergency or a sports injury or a car accident. But besides that, I'm calling down the thunder and tell you that we need a practitioner in every family. And understand this, my practitioners that take the New World Practitioner training, they're the best in the world. And they're not hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, okay? And they're not going to school for years either. Because understand this, that any place that is government approved, you're going to go into debt, you're going to spend a lot of time there, and you're going to feel like you are on some kind of a Ferris wheel. Let's just get to the point, and let's know that we are light energy, electrical, magnetic beings, and we all have genius, and we all have unlimited potential. And we're talking today, this is BHN Powerpack. That's what this is, BHN Powerpack Show. We're talking about the cardio med bed that will give a person back and rebuild their heart after 35 hours of treatment. Even if they're booked for heart surgery, it'll be canceled. I'm not saying it'll be canceled unless you follow through. Everything in life takes massive personal action, takes self-care and self-love. If you're not capable of that, then coming to us may not work. So the reality is maybe the drugs and the surgery, it's a good thing they have them. But if you want perfect circulation, we're going to give it to you through that. And we're also going to use cell sonic regeneration. And it's the most powerful energy medicine device on the planet for going in and actually creating small fractures in the displaced calcium in your body that got pulled out of your bones because you were too acidic, and it was stopping you from becoming so inflamed that you could actually have cancer. That's right. Inflammation is, stage 4 inflammation is cancer. And the more inflamed you get, so the more bone you're going to pull. Ask any cancer patient, they've got osteoporosis. And wherever the cancer is, their bones look like Swiss cheese. But did you know that you can reverse and get all those bones, all that calcium back into those bones? You can get those fibroids, those tumors, that scar tissue back into beautiful connective tissue that is elastic, that's toned, that's vital. Just know this, okay? All right? You're doing good for your age. That we don't even talk about that, okay? You're doing good for your age. You know what? If you want to be a statistic, go that direction. If you want to break away from the herd, then I want you, okay, to let these ladies be heard. And you need to really listen, because they've come and taken the New World Practitioner course. Most of them are master trainers where they've taken it 3 times. And understand something, repetition is the key. But you could come and actually take the New World Practitioner course once.
We're all on mute.
Which is 22 days, and you're ready to open up your own clinic. And I guarantee you that you'll bring the thunder down. Okay, let me tell you this. People don't like how I speak. That you can take a New World for 22 days, or that you can come back 3 times, you're a master practitioner. But understand something right now. We're not playing by their rules anymore.
We can't hear you.
There's only one law. Rafa? Yes. I'm not even on. What? I'm on? Yes. Well, why can't they hear me?
Still muted.
I can hear.
Something's wrong.
I'm muted.
There you go.
I can hear you now.
What did you just do? Oh, yeah, because you girls were making noise. So we're still live, girls. Can we get back to the show?
Yes.
So it's better if you just wait. Okay. All right, everyone. So now you know this is real TV. Okay? And the reality is, I'm going to tell you a little lesson here. They did nothing wrong. The reality is things aren't going to go the way you planned. And when you hit a bump in the road, how long does it take for you to come back to where you need to be? Okay? All right? So that's it. Okay? Action, reaction. Do you lose yourself or do you maintain yourself and you come right back into balance? And I'll tell you, all of these ladies have been taught that. They know how to achieve emotional and mental wellness. They know how to help you restore your body the way it was. These ladies do not heal you or cure you. Your body heals and cures itself. You do know that, right? No, you don't. People do not know that. You were created by God Almighty, and all we're here to do is to bring down the thunder, okay, using energy medicine, nutraceuticals, which are way higher in vibration than supplementation, and by using Wolf Non-Surgical, which is the most powerful body work, which will give you a money-back guarantee, and so will they. They'll give you a money-back guarantee on consultations and the first treatment when you come, that they will go and go past and exceed everything you've ever had before. How's that? How's that? And we mean it. And we're not doing it because it's a marketing tactic. We're doing it because guess what? We are the real functional medicine practitioners that you've been looking for. Chalu, what do you think?
Oh, I think you're right on the money there, Daryl, when you said that every family needs a practitioner. If it wasn't for me taking the time and taking the course and holding the line and changing my ways, my family, we were all headed not in a good place because our motto was we live to eat. And my goodness, inflammation, pain. It was very difficult to even have family dinners because everyone was just not in a good place. And oh, am I muted now?
No, you're not. But
Okay,
when you
great.
get a call to come in, so you all, every girls, you need to go on airplane mode.
Okay. I did put the do
Okay.
not disturb, but okay,
Okay.
airplane mode. And so, now that I've changed, well, since I took the course and everything and changed my ways, my family is a whole different family years later, right? We're all on the health kick. We're all minding our own business, which is the health of our body, and that is the most important work you will do. And getting the power pack, my God, that just makes it so much faster. The healing happens so much quicker. Pretty much every day, like there's 5 of us in this house, someone or other is getting celsonic, right? Because you want to get out of pain as soon as possible. And then the cardio med bed, wow, like again, even the youngest, my youngest is 25, and I had him on there because I needed to take a photo of someone on one day. And in the 10-15 minutes he was on there, he was like, Mom, this is a game changer. And he goes to the gym every day. And he could tell the difference just like that, right? So, when you've got healthy people that can feel the difference and know how powerful this stuff is, it just gets that much more exciting when you've got people that are injured or in pain or have inflammation, that you're going to be able to help them. I had a lady that broke her leg and she didn't want to get surgery. She didn't want the pins and needles put in. And so she came up here and we did non-surgical to open up the scar tissue because the bone is healed back nicely, but her not using that leg for all that time, right? There's a lot of scar tissue. There's all this stuff happening, crystallization from the injury. So we did the non-surgical, I did the Salsonic, and then I threw her on the cardio bed. And my God, she was moving a whole lot faster, where the first day it took her about 15 minutes just to get from the driveway from the car into the house. She was motoring out, right? And so excited to be out of that pain. right? I had another lady that before I put her on the cardio bed, checked the blood pressure as we always have to, and it was like 170 over 110 or something. And she's on high blood pressure pills and all that. And all she did was half an hour on the bed. And then the next day when she came back, we checked again, and her blood pressure was like 140 over 96. And that was only half hour. And she was like, oh my God, my blood pressure has never been that low. Right. So, I mean, if you don't want to be on the pills, you don't have to be. There is so much that both these things, machines, right, between the non-surgical, I mean, that alone is a wow factor on its own. But then when you put that together with this power pack of the Cellsonic and the cardio bed, like there's no reason for anyone to be in pain. And that's why I keep saying, pain-free living is a choice and painful living is a choice. What do you want to choose?
That's fantastic, Shalou. But I hope you didn't throw her on the bed. Did anybody hear her? She threw her on the bed. Anyways, I think it's fantastic. And Shalou, you're going to be doing a Braveheart healing circle coming up. Can you tell us when that is?
Yeah, on March 15th, 16th, and 17th. It's a 3-day course. We're going to start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is a Friday, so that,
But where is it though? You didn't tell us.
Ontario.
Barrie, okay, all right, Barrie, Ontario.
Yes. And also, I was able to secure an Airbnb, so people that are traveling, because I got people coming from Alberta and different parts, that they can actually stay at the Airbnb. So they don't have to stress about where am I going to go. And the more people that stay, then the lower the cost gets for everyone staying. So it's fantastic. But yeah, so it starts on the Friday at 3 o'clock, and we're done by 3 o'clock on the Sunday. And it's going to be amazing. We're going to go through and, talk about what our blocks are, do a little bit of philosophy on what life's about. Because I think a lot of us are stressed because we have the wrong perception of why we're here. So we're going to start with that and then go into, what's holding us back, and then introduce ourselves to ourselves first and foremost, and then go from there. And it's going to be fantastic. So if you're interested in finding out more about it, you can call me at 705-828-2257, or you can email me at shalou@lotuslife.health. I would love to hear from you.
I'm going to ask the big question. How much is it?
So it's $9.99, and I am providing for everyone that's coming, amazing structured water. We're going to do the fresh juices, and also I'll be making the lentil soup and salads. So the meals will be covered for you so that you'll know what it feels like to eat clean, think clean, and breathe good thoughts in for those 3 days.
And how many spots do you have left?
I just got a couple spots left. Yeah. So
okay, fantastic. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Shalou.
Thank you.
Kathy, oh, wait a minute, but just know Kathy can talk about it. So Shalou and Kathy are going on the road. They're on the road again.
Absolutely.
Okay, so maybe Kathy, you can talk about that when you're... Okay, go ahead, love.
Okay, perfect. But this past weekend, my husband and I, we also took the Cellsonic on the road. So we're just fresh back from this past weekend being on the road. We traveled to Eastern Ontario, and we're packing up again this coming weekend. So we had a couple ladies reach out to us, and we went and treated them because we had to go to Eastern Ontario anyway. My husband was doing something. So we just took full advantage, packed it up, and away we went because we got interest, and we thought we'll see what we can do for people. That's what we're broadcasting every time we get on here. We're willing to do that. So this coming weekend, we're heading off to Montreal again. Shalou in her car, us in our car, taking our Cellsonics, seeing what we can get along the way to help people. If they want to reach out to us, Friday night for me is really packed now as it is, because people we saw
Okay,
last
one
weekend.
second, Kathy, we're going to slow it down a little bit.
Okay, I'm
So
excited.
let's
Can you
just
tell?
I know, but people aren't. I just want them to be able to get it, because.
Okay.
So where are you going to be, and where do you have openings if people would like to come? Okay, love.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to be traveling to Laval, Quebec. Well, actually, Laval, Montreal. We've got an Airbnb set up there, so we can either see people in the Airbnb in Laval.
What day? What day is that?
So we're starting to travel Friday morning. We'll be in the Eastern Ontario area. Actually, myself in our car, we're going to be traveling to Williamsburg on the Friday night. We've got people lined up already. And then
Is there any openings? Is there any openings in Williamsburg or no?
It'll be tight. If we get a call or something, we will certainly try and fit it all in. And then we have a 2-hour drive after that to get into Laval. So if anybody's interested, by all means, reach out. We will see what we can do, because we can always go back that same way on the Sunday and stop along the way in Williamsburg or along that corridor as well. So it's either to Laval we can stop, or on the way back.
Okay.
But yes, we will be going to Laval primarily for the Saturday and then Sunday morning. What's really exciting is we've had invitations. Shalou has had an invitation to lecture on the Saturday in Saint Lambert in Quebec, Montreal.
Where in Saint Lambert?
Is it Rue Green? Shalou, correct me if I'm wrong. Rue Green is the street where the lecture will be. We can post it in. Yeah, we can post it in the comments.
Okay, so if they go to bhnpowerpack.com, is everything there?
I don't believe so. Yeah, this has just come about in the last day or
Okay,
two.
can you guys do me a favor and get that to Gaston? Because even when this show's over today, he'll still be working. Please get together with Shalou and write everything down so that he can put it up in bhnpowerpack.com. Okay?
Okay, we'll do. And then on the Sunday, we're doing a lecture again in Laval, just a few minutes away from our Airbnb. So we'll nip over there, and I'll give Nat the details of that as well. So 11:30 to 1:30 on the Sunday for the lecture as well. And then anytime around those times, we can fit in treatments. Anytime during the day. I think Shalou, you're busy up until Saturday evening, and I have connections as well, but there's still some time slots available. We'll fit in who we can fit in, whether we have to stay.
This will be, what will you be doing? Like, what time do you have? Are you going to do non-surgical? Are you going to do Cellsonic? Are you going to do consultations? Or what is it have time
right now,
for?
Primarily, the interest has been to come hear us talk, and we're taking the Cellsonic, and people want to experience the Cellsonic. So there'll be 2 Cellsonics at each venue because we're just not sure about the numbers that are going to arrive. Right now, we have into the double digits anyway coming on the Sunday that I know about, and probably the same for on the Saturday as well. So we thought we would just pack up the 2 Cellsonics and see who we can treat in the actual lecture after we're done talking. And then I know I have another appointment Saturday afternoon while we're in St. Lambert. So I will be taking off to look after someone after the lecture, and we'll fit in whatever we can.
Okay.
Just give us a call so we can schedule this in if the desire is there.
Yeah, it all has to be scheduled. And also know, everybody, that if you want to host, Kathy or Shalou, or you'd like them to come and do a group lecture, or you have a group of people that want to get non-surgical, if they want to get Cellsonic, if it's not this time, it can be next time. Right, girls?
Yeah, we're planning on going back at least once a month. for the very bombshells are on the road. Because we were going to announce this later on too, but the possibility also is going to the Windsor area in April.
Okay.
So we're just in discussions with that as well. So
Beautiful.
yeah, so bombshells are on the road. We're looking at all possibilities, and wherever we can hear whatever the interest is, and we'll come up with some ideas ourselves. And we just got a reach out from actually somebody that saw the live last week that reached out, and that's how this all developed, with us stopping in Williamsburg. So it was a wonderful connection, and helping out a couple ladies and their son. And honestly, I just got feedback today from one of the ladies that wants a top up that we're stopping off to see, because you know, when you resolve something, you feel something somewhere else. So there's something else they want us to deal with too. So and with their son, and they're all feeling the benefits of what we did this past weekend. So did non-surgical, did cell-sonic, taking the Avicin with us. There's a few things that we can do along the way, and you know, let's hear from anybody that, even if you're hesitant and you want to ask questions first, there's, you know, let's see what we can come up with to see if we can help you along the way. You know, no commitments. We can have a chat and see what time availability is there. So yeah, we're really excited to see that. I did have my first experience with a particular incident where there was one of the girls had a very bad car accident years ago, and she's dealing with a lot of phantom pain. So that was a new experience, that where, you know, we deal with the healing mechanism too, with the cell sonic on the lower power. And now, surprisingly, in that area where the phantom pain is happening, it has shifted. In 35 years, the pain has always been in her ankle, and now it has shifted to the middle of her foot. Maybe not as intense, but to me, that means something's moving. So the message to the brain is getting
One in her feet.
right. And
you know, it's like the river. One beaver dam was removed, but now the energy is picked up with the flow of water, and now it's hitting another beaver dam down further in the river.
yeah, and now I treated her left, or the other foot, and now it's trickling over to the other one. So the brain is starting to work now. The messages have been getting up there, and we didn't use high power on the stump part area. And where she felt the most reaction was in the tibia and fibia bones, is where she felt most of the reaction. So there was something there working on those nerve endings to have that all shift. It was fascinating how she felt it right away. So anyway, so we're on the road, and we'd love to hear from anybody that would like to hear. If we can fit you in, we will certainly do our best, but we will be back 3 to 4 weeks later as well. If you're interested in any treatments along the way or while we're in Montreal, I'm Kathy, and I can be reached at 705-715-8716. Check out my website at advancedhealing.ca, or drop me an email at info@advancedhealing.ca. Love to hear from you.
Thanks, Kathy. That's great. So just remember, everyone, if you want to know about the tour, go to bhnpowerpack.com, and and make sure, Kathy, that you add any additional information that comes along, new things, so that people can bop back in there. Okay, all right? So keep it updated. Okay, all right?
Yes.
And just know, everybody, that if you've got questions, please come ask on Rumble, Facebook, TikTok, also X, which was known as Twitter, and also YouTube. You can put your questions up here, and we will answer them. And the next person we're going to go to is Magdalena, and she's in Toronto. Magdalena?
Hello, everybody. My name is Magdalena Arcos. My practice is in Toronto, and well, I can give you, if you have any, would like to get any treatment or any healing in your body, free of pain, and any issues and the tissues that you have. I have the the cardio bedmed and have Sonic. And my phone number is 416-669-9351. And my website is torontohealthandhealing.com.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do is I want you to work on getting a better mic, but understand, can you say your website again, please?
Yes. It's torontohealthandhealing.com.
Good, torontohealthandhealing.com, okay? And just know this, Magdalena has not spent a lot of time online, and we've all been made to be scared to not stand up or stand out and let the world know what we got and what our gift is. But she is very gifted. She's very beautiful. She is a real one-on-one person right now, and she will get better coming online. So please do not make a judgment because she's so outgoing. She's just not used to this. She's not like me where I've been here for hours and hours, and for years I've been doing this. And understand this, she has had a major breakthrough last night on our practitioner Q&A. So if you're a practitioner and you're out there and you want to come on our Monday night Q&As, get in touch with me at 469-861-8884 on WhatsApp or USA Direct or on extension 5 on our 800 number, and we'll welcome you on our Q&As. You can listen to what these other practitioners have learned, and you can see that they've taken maybe only the course once, but they're already rocking it. You need to understand that. But I will tell you this. So last night we had a beautiful lady. I think her name is Nicole. Am I correct?
Nicole, yes.
Nicole. And she has MS, and she's on the turnaround. She's got this, and all because of Magdalena's support. And I think Lorraine actually did the consult on her. So the reality is it's team effort. We got you. MS is reversible. Parkinson's, reversible. Okay, they're going to tell you that it's not reversible. Okay, because guess what? Well, I'll let you figure that out. Okay, Magdalena, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, I also on this lady Nicole, I did a sonic treatment in Wolf non-surgical in her spine and also in the leg because she had an operation and she has a scar. She was just by doing when I started doing the non-surgical, she was impressed, like wow. And then I did it in both in the back, also in the spine. I did the sonic in both places. She was really amazed and very
Beautiful.
happy and healed. Yeah, she was feeling.
Let me
she's
make
so
this.
happy.
Thank you, love. Let me make this really clear, everyone. Scar tissue is the issue, and you didn't need to have a car accident. You didn't need to have a sports injury. You didn't even have to have surgery. And meanwhile, surgery causes more scar tissue than anything else. But most of us cause most of our scar tissue in our aging from fear, anxiety, inflammation, which causes calcification and scar tissue formation. And we know how to get the calcium back in the bones. And tomorrow, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a one-a-day where I'm going to bring on the top spinal surgeon of New York, an audio where my patient went, where she was told she had to have back surgery, which she never got. And we're going to see what the top surgeon in New York, how he talks and says that spinal stenosis is not reversible. How he was going to actually drill into her spine, okay? And you're going to listen to this and understand he wasn't lying. He's not a bad guy. But what do surgeons do? Surgery. What do? We're non-surgical specialists. And we will reverse you going to surgery. We'll prove it to you. They tell one story, we're going to tell another. Let them tell their story how you need surgery. Let them tell their story how you need drugs. And we're going to tell you that, guess what? You forgot who created you and you forgot what you are. Okay? And that's the God's truth. So you're being choked off by calcification and scar tissue. And Magdalena has a cardio med bed, and she has a cell sonic, just like Kathy and just like Shalou. So Ontario is rocking it. Okay? Magdalena, would you like to give your phone number one more time slowly?
Yes. My phone number is 416-669-9351.
Thank you, sweetie. And don't forget to put your number and your information, everybody here, put it in, okay, right on Facebook. And everybody, if you don't have information on these beautiful ladies, they are at the bhnpowerpack.com. Go there, get the information, okay? That's where you'll always be able to get it if the number's wrong or if you don't remember their website. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go to Lorraine.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lorraine from Calgary, Alberta, and I am so excited to talk about the people that I have worked on here. Recently, I worked on a gentleman with stage 4 lung cancer, lung inflammation, and his first time I only did non-surgical. And the second time his daughter was with him and we convinced him to do the cell sonic. And the difference in his reactions afterwards, he was very, when you're in pain, all you can, for the most part, you're in pain. You're in pain all the time. It's chronic pain. You're not happy. Yet everything is bothering you, right? So he was upset, angry, that kind of thing going on. And I don't blame him. He was in a chronic situation. And after we did the cell sonic, I talked to his daughter the day after, and she said, I can't believe it. He's smiling. When we can take somebody from no hope to OMG, look at me now, that's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing with the non-surgical, the cell sonic, the cardio med bed, the perfect day consultation. All of these things play a good part in how we help people come back to being healthy, how we actually ignite that fire that's always been there to heal. So I am Lorraine. I am in Calgary, Alberta. My phone number is 403-605-9216. And I am so pleased to be able to help my clients with this information and this technology. It is so thrilling to watch what happens when people get quality back into their life.
Thank you, Lorraine. And just remember something, everyone. I already said this. The cell sonic is the highest vibrational frequency that you can actually use as an energy medicine device. There's nothing that'll touch it. The cardio med bed, whether you believe this or not, they actually did a huge study. I hope you know the cardio med bed was in all the major hospitals, the top hospitals in North America. They stopped using them after a few months. Why? Because when they used the cardio med bed, there was no more cardiac or heart surgery. Did you get that? I hope you're getting this. So they just sat there. So now what we've done is we've commissioned to bring all the cardio med beds that have hardly been used out of the hospitals. And understand something. You know what? If you go on a cardio med bed for 1 hour, that is the most powerful workout you can do in your life, and all you did was lay there. Okay, what would you do if you had perfect circulation? Well, you would live differently, wouldn't you? Okay, and that's the bottom line. What would you do if a cell sonic could bring back the electrical charge all the way back to your mitochondria, decalcifying the mitochondria so they could spin again and make the ATP, which is the energy that makes you feel life? That is the breath of life. And understand, somebody just asked a question and said, hey, can you guys come to Alberta? Oops, we're already there. Okay, Lorraine just told you, she gave you her phone number, and Lorraine is up at bhnpowerpack.com. If you don't get her phone number, you can always get it there, bhnpowerpack.com. And guess what? Melissa and Jason that live north of Calgary, just north of Calgary, we are currently on our Cell Sonic tour in Saskatchewan. That's right now, everybody, and heading to Manitoba tomorrow. It's been such an awesome tour. Marpay Wellness, and their phone number is 403-200-3133. If you are in Manitoba, okay, they're leaving Saskatchewan, they're going to Manitoba, give them a call if you would like to, if you'd like to power up. How's that? Okay? All right? So let's move on to Trish. We're going to go all the way to the West Coast, and we're going to go to a place called Oliver, British Columbia, which is totally beautiful. I used to live in Kelowna, British Columbia, but now the headquarters for Braveheart Nation and Doc of Detox is in Ixtapa, Zihuatanejo, Mexico, and I'm just loving it. Trish?
Hi, everyone. My name is Trish, and yes, I am located in the South Okanagan in Oliver, British Columbia. My practice is total body restoration. I am a New World practitioner. I do the non-surgical, the Wolf non-surgical body work, perfect day consultations. And since taking the training, I have been living my best day, my perfect day, and first loving myself, learning to fly. I have turned my life around immensely, still working on my 1% a day. I also have the cardio med bed and the Cellsonic. Again, those have been life-saving measures for myself and my partner and my clients. I'm busy. My practice is busy, but there's always room at the table, and teamwork is the dream work. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to facilitate those who are ready to live their perfect day. And again, fly, first loving yourself, 1% a day. And again, there's always room at the table, and I love to share my story, my success, and maybe how that would resonate with you or someone you know, and sharing and teaching. I can be reached at 250-689-0146.
Thank you, Trish. That was great. It really was. And look, we're all over the country, aren't we? Okay. So let's go south now. How about we do that? Let's go south. Rami, would you like to speak up? And Rami's out of Texas. She's near Prosper, Texas, which is just north of Dallas. Okay. And she works on athletes, professional athletes, and that's her clientele. Also lay people as well, and she even works on animals using our nutraceuticals and also the Cellsonic. The cardio med bed, I don't think she's got any dogs on that yet or cats, but who knows?
Exactly. Hi, Daryl. How's everyone doing today? Well, my name is Romy, and I am in Prosper, Texas. It's north part of Dallas, Fort Worth area. So anybody that lives around Fort Worth or Dallas or even Oklahoma, we're so close. We're about 30 minutes away. So anybody that lives near Oklahoma, our practice has really grown in an amazing way, and started my path just trying to heal me and my family for many reasons. I went through a really bad time. I had a problem with my mouth, went to the doctor. So it was something actually small that turned out to be huge. And I almost didn't make it. And Dr. Wolf came in with his nutraceutical. I started taking the Thunder Shrooms and some other of the nutraceuticals that Doc of Detox has, and saved my life. After I came back from the hospital, immediately that same day I got home, Dr. Wu I was so thankful because he was here. And he started working on my face with the non-surgical and changed my life. That night, I had not eaten in about a month, anything solid, some shakes that I had because I had to eat something. And that night, Dr. Wolf said, Romy, come here, we're going to do your face, and then we're going to go eat dinner. And I was like, what? I was depressed because I had like stuff hanging. It was just horrible. And I was like, no, this is not going to happen. I don't know why he's saying that. 20 minutes after he worked on me, we went out to dinner. I ate a whole soup. It was huge. They were all laughing because they were like, I can't believe you just ate that. And after that, my life changed. My husband, that did not really fully understand what all this is about, was completely in awe. And after that, he's really supported me in my journey with Dr. Wolf and his, all the teachings he's had for me and my family. So after that, my path, I actually wanted to follow something to help women, which I think it's so important because women are, we're the ones that take care of the kids and the whole family. And I really needed and wanted to help empower women with learning how to, try to heal with the way they eat and the nutraceuticals and doing the Cellsonic, even for beauty reasons. Like I have had clients that we have used for having cellulite, which Cellsonic for cellulite is amazing. So we have done that. But during that path, I started working on athletes for, my kids play baseball, and I have some friends that the kids, there's a lot of sports and ballerinas and just a lot of young athletes that want to become great one day. I think they're already great, but they want to be even more in what they're doing in the athletic thing they're doing. And now I've been working a lot of baseball players, pitchers, especially because their arm is always hurting. They're always using their arm in a way that will be hurting. And the Cellsonic with Wolf Non-Surgical, working on them and helping them get all those tears of their muscles in their body every time they're pitching has been amazing. The way they have succeeded in the way they're pitching. I have several of them. One of them is a big one. This kid he was an amazing pitcher. He was doing really well, and then all of a sudden his pitching started going down. His speed was going down a lot, from like almost 90 going down to 72. And we started working on him, his eating, his drinking, structured water, his nutraceuticals, his sleeping habits, and then started doing non-surgical along with it. And finally, they had said he needed surgery, and they didn't know if he was going to be able to make it to be able to pitch again. After working with him, he's now pitching over 93 miles per hour. He is amazing. He's doing great. He's happy. He's excited about his future because he's doing so good. There's professional teams that are looking at him now, major league teams that are looking at him, which is amazing because he thought he was done. And this kid has lived doing baseball since he was like 4. So that was really hard on him. His mind was just like, if I don't have baseball, I'm not going to do anything in life. And you see the change in the way he behaves, and he is now, and he lives every day. And not only has he knows that he can do so much better in what he does, but also he's noticed that, it is about what I love to do, which is baseball. But now I know where I can take my health to if I take care of myself. And he has said, my life was baseball. Now it still is, but now I know that I can do so many other things because I was able to get to where I'm at right now. So that's really exciting, and that's led me to just want to be. Kids are just amazing the way the energy just changes like this when they know they're being supported in their food and understood, because it's hard for them with the food that all these kids are eating. And it's hard for them to go out there and not have hamburgers every day or not eat something fast just to eat. They're learning how to nurture their bodies and healing, and then having all this powerful energy medicine device, using it the way we're using it is amazing. We have also, like this week, we had a ballerina. She's a young girl. She's a beautiful young girl, and she hurt herself. She was doing a pirouette, and then all of a sudden she couldn't move her neck, and she was completely not able to move. And her mom, which comes to me for other treatments, called me and said, Romy, she can't move. She's in a lot of pain. And they really recommended to go straight to the emergency room. And she waited, and she came the next day in the morning. And we did Cellsonic. We really didn't touch a non-surgical because she was kind of afraid. She's a young girl. And we started doing nutraceuticals, essential oils, and DMSO on her, on her neck, and just being really relaxed. And the next day, her mom texted me. She's like, she can move. She no longer is in pain. It was amazing. And then I saw her a few days later. We did another treatment, and she's almost 100% where she has to be. And when she had a test, her mom, actually, I saw her today, and she said, you know what, it's amazing, Romy, because when they tested her last time, they said that when she was dancing, she was just, she couldn't really show what she was with her arms because her neck was so stiff, and they thought it was part of her dancing. And they were like, she needs to learn how to relax when she's dancing. And after doing the treatment and getting some of the calcification she had over the back of her ear, she was doing pirouettes, and the judges were like, her movement and her neck and the way she's dancing and how graceful she's doing her turns is amazing. And so she texted her mom and said, Mom, can you give me Ms. Romy's Instagram so I can thank her. And I was like, really, it's all you, because she did what she had to do, and she's doing amazing. So, anybody that has a kid that really wants to succeed in the sports or dancing and all this, that it really does take a lot in their bodies when they're so young, because it's so right now it's all trying to succeed in something, which is great, but sometimes it's a lot on their bodies, emotionally and physical, and being able to use all this nutraceuticals and this, the cell-sonic and the non-surgical in their bodies, and getting their body to be better every moment is amazing. So anything you need with any kid that's playing sports or ballets or any ballet dancers or anything, we'd love to see you guys and help you to go reach a step further than where you're at right now. And also, helping moms to feel better about, because it's a lot of stress on them too. So we'd love to help everybody that wants to come. So my number is 214-549-3721, and I'm in Prosper, Texas. And the name of my practice is Health is Beauty. Thank you so much, Daryl.
Thank you, Rami. And don't forget, everyone, just go to BHN Powerpack if you misplaced their information, and you can grab it there and then just connect with them, okay? That's great. And if anybody's interested in getting trained, when you buy a Powerpack, you're actually getting a New World Practitioner training. You're getting it free. I'm the only one in the world that sells a Cell-Sonic, and with that Cell-Sonic, you get a New World Practitioner training free. And anybody that buys a Cell-Sonic, when you buy a cardio med bed, you can pick a whole life coach course, or a Wolf non-surgical training will come along with that. So we're here to support you. We're going to give whatever we can, because everybody deserves to, really find their passion and purpose. And we need a practitioner in every family. That's not a joke. That's not a pitch. That's the truth. Okay? All right, now we're going to move on to Kathy. Kathy is in Stuart, Florida, and Kathy is hosting us
Debbie.
Debbie, oh my God, I did it.
You haven't done it in a while.
Yeah, I know. Well, guess what? I don't know what's with me. I glitch. Okay. Anyways, I've known Debbie for a long time, and I don't call her a different name because I disrespect her. Just know this, that she reminds me of, my children's mother has an aunt, and she looks just like Debbie. Okay. All right. Anyways, so the truth is out, and okay. So anyways, Debbie is one of our New World Master Practitioners, and she works, just like Rami, she works on dogs, and she works on humans, and they rock this show. And understand something, everyone. Don't get me wrong, but a veterinarian is not a doctor for pets. They are not a health practitioner, okay? They are not. A veterinarian is a medical doctor for pets. That's what he is, okay? Unless you can find one that's going to cross over, and good luck, because the Veterinarian Association is going to come after them real fast, because it's all about big pharma, and you better get it. So the reality is that I had a little French pit bull, and he had a swollen lymph node this big. And if you go back and look, or go to my library, okay, and go into the pet guide. Go into my library, look at the pet guide. It'll be the last video that went in there. And his neck was swollen like this. I did 250 pulses, and that puppy was only 2 months old. And guess what? It was gone. 250 pulses with the Cell-Sonic, and it was gone. They were the same, both sides. And Alex wanted to take the puppy to the vet, which they might have done surgery, but they'll definitely would have drugged it with antibiotics, and they would have just messed up its intestines. Understand, go watch the video. I worked on him for 3 minutes. That's how long it takes to 250 pulses, and it was over. So the trauma was over for Alex. The trauma was over for this little dog, okay? And now we didn't destroy his good bacteria, when really, why are we putting an atomic bomb in the dog's large intestine, which would have caused pelvic problems down the road? Oh yeah, because it'll be pooping in its pelvis too. What do you think, Debbie?
I think you're 100% right, because we all know that antibiotics will mess up your gut for minimum 6 to 9 months. That's how long it takes for things to even restore itself and everything. But so my name is Debbie, and I'm a master practitioner here in Stuart, Florida, the Treasure Coast, beautiful Sunshine State. And we're going to be hosting Dr. Wolf and Dr. Sage Wolf, and we'll be hosting the Whole Life and the Non-Surgical course here in June. So just in a few more months. We're going to be also, Dr. Wolf will be doing a couple lectures. He will be doing a lecture on May 29th, and he'll be doing a day with the doc on June 2nd. And Dr. Sage Wolf will be doing a lecture on June 12th, and the pelvic restoration lecture will be on June 25th. The courses that will be here will be the Whole Life Coach from June 5th through the 13th. Wolf Non-Surgical will be from June 15th through the 26th. And the Pelvic Restoration Masterclass will be June 28th through the 30th. So it's really exciting times. It'll be here in the States, and this is your last chance, everybody. Like he says, every family needs a practitioner. And that practitioner needs to be teaching the other family members how to work on them too. So it's just wonderful. You know, everybody has to come together. It is teamwork to remain healthy within a family. So let's talk about family. Just like Shalou says, you know, it's like somebody will pop up every day, every other day, maybe once a week. But my mom, Saturday, she dropped her dog off. She has a little puppy, and she came over because she was gonna run some errands, and then she volunteered. So she was gonna be gone for a good portion of the day. And I kind of let her dog play with my dogs, and she ends up coming back a little bit earlier than what was expected. And then she told me that she had a migraine headache. So my mom is 79. She will be 80 coming up in March. And she has suffered with migraines and debilitating migraines since she was about 17 years old. So, you know, I've treated her with the Celsonic, and she has had a decrease in the amount of headaches. And there was a couple months ago, I said, are you going to come by for a treatment? She says, well, I don't need one. I don't have any headaches. And I said, well, Mom, we like to do a maintenance. And so that day she did develop one that started when she was volunteering. And we did 300 pulses just in the occiput. And by the time that she sat up from the down position, when I got done Celsonicing her, her headache was completely gone, 100% gone. So incredible, but definitely not unexpected, because we know that this is the most powerful device, and the results that we see are truly amazing, incredible. And when you can stop this, she is a definite believer in the Celsonic. She's definitely not one that's ever going to go on a perfect day diet at 80. But I do have a neighbor that she's 81 now, and she is, I mean, I know everybody's heard me talk about her. She's the one with breast cancer, and she fractured her hip. She is one that does the perfect day, and she listens to everything, and she does buy into it. So depending on the person, you know, you can be 20 and not buy into it, or you can be 20 and buy into it. So my mom doesn't buy into the perfect day. She does do a little bit better, but she definitely sees the results with the Celsonic. And so it's incredible. Just with everything, let's go back to the animals now. My little Emmett, who is my 10-pound Maltese, and everybody's heard me talk about him back on June 30th. So we're talking about 8 months ago, they wanted to put him down or do surgery. He was diagnosed with adrenal cancer. He had masses on both of his adrenals. So I basically brought him home, and we've worked with him to give him high vibrational nutraceuticals. He gets non-surgical with non-surgical work, and he also gets cell-sonic. So he is still thriving. He just hit 15 on January 26. He turned 15. So he right now is 8 months living. He's over 15 years old. And he's enjoying life. He's comfortable. He is getting older. But it's just truly, like Doc says, everybody or one person in the family should be, educating themselves to really help the rest of the family out. That includes the animals, you can include your neighbors, everybody. The work is amazing, and I can't wait to host the class here, and we want to see it fill up so that there are more people out there that can educate themselves onto how to heal themselves, how to teach people how to heal themselves. So we're here in Stuart, Florida, and my website is stuarthealthandhealing.com, and you can reach me at 305-342-9559. And if you have any questions about the upcoming classes, you can call me and we'll answer the questions. And anything else, Doc?
No, I think that you've done a really great job, and you're always doing a great job. And just understand something, that Debbie's background is in medical, isn't it, Debbie?
Yes, it is. I'm a retired fire captain with over 27 years, and I'm also a nurse practitioner. And I'll tell the story over and over again. I've been in the medical profession for over 30 years, and I learned more in my first whole life coach in that first 9 days than I did in 30 years of practicing the stuff that I know. So the stuff that I was taught through the Rockefeller School of Medicine. So it was just logical, like he says, think logically. And once I went through, I just knew this was for me. And helping people to see and heal themselves and be a part of that is the amazing part of everything. So yeah, I mean, sometimes I just go speechless, but it is when you find out what it is that, we have been ruled, schooled, and fooled into really how to care for the body. And this actually should open up people's eyes and make, I just work with so many different people and so many different conditions, and they all just respond amazingly. So it's very few, if they don't respond, that's usually because mentally they don't want to respond. And typically I'm pretty good at picking those people out, and if they have any doubts, I won't even work with them. So if they're not all in for that massive personal action, because that's how you get the results, is when you take your own massive personal action, and you have to want to be healthy, you have to want to heal yourself. And there's a lot of people out there that just want a pill and just want to do what they have done. There's a saying that you can't heal yourself in the same environment that created the illness. And, with the same belief systems, you keep eating the same things, you keep drinking the same things and thinking the same things, you'll never heal yourself. So you got to make the changes.
Thank you so much. And just know, when Debbie was saying that, well, if they're not ready to do it, I'm not going to work with them, and understand something. Guess what she did? She put them before money. That's what she did. Until somebody's ready. Have you tried to change your family? Have you tried to change your friends? Have you tried to change people? You can't change people. That's why most of the natural therapies out there don't work. They don't work. Okay? First of all, you've got to lead by example. All right, you lead by example. That's what you do. And you know, most people, until they're down on their knees and begging God, please, they're not ready. Okay, some people, which is very few, those are the lions. We're just roaring to wake up the lions, because the rest of the population, you're not going to wake up until they've tried everything that the majority has tried. And then when there's nothing left, and guess what? They're broken, they're toxic, and they've given up. Guess who they come to? Isn't that true? They come to us. And then guess what? Oh my God, did you hear? Did you hear? Yeah, that's right. After the chemo, after the radiation, after all the drugs, okay, then the person, usually we're last on the list. And that's it. Advertising pays. And understand something. It's that easy to program a person, to program the whole world, okay, to just follow the herd. And I'm telling you right now, 5% of the population is our clientele, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if you go after people, okay, because they're sick, then you've got a sick belief. You have to go after the people that are saying, you know what, I deserve more. And I just saw my grandfather, my uncle, my wife, my friend, you know, they're all passing away, or they're limping around. I can't do this. And I go, well, the best gift you can give them is to show that, guess what? You can reverse all the irreversibles. Are you ready to change your reality by changing your personality? And understand something. Most people's reality feeds their personality, so they're never getting out of there. They'll be trapped in that invisible jail for the rest of their life, because guess what? Most people will say, it's too much time. I don't want to take a whole life coach. It's too much money. That's right. Most people are worth a nickel 95. That would be a buck. And that's because we have been taught to not value ourselves. Everything in your life right now was created by your personality. So guess what? Do you want to change it, or is it good enough? Because that's the way it's going to be. Belief systems rule you. And those belief systems are thoughts. And those thoughts are images. And those images that you have of yourself in the world will control you for the rest of your life. I want to thank all the ladies for coming on. And just remember, if you live in any of these areas, or you forget the information, or you're listening here, just go. Everybody that has a Powerpack Cellsonic Cardio Med Bed is up there at bhnpowerpack.com. I want to thank everybody for coming on today, and I want to thank you for joining us, okay? And just remember something. Take a look and get the PDG free guide, okay? Really, download it. And then tell us that we don't know what we're talking about. That 1 and 1 aren't 2. They're not 11. You're not stupid, but you've been poisoned. And you better get that. You have been poisoned on an emotional, mental level, and guess what? And then guess what? Now all of these addictions. You know, when was the last time you craved a salad? Okay? When you woke up, when you craved juices, when you craved smiling. Okay? I don't know if you watched the show on before this. It was called The Couples Connection. And it's a couple that I just did a show on from England. And he said that, you know what? I've been reminding myself to smile for the last few days. And between that and the Couples Connection, my wife and I were changing, and we actually, things have lightened up in the house, and we're loving each other differently. We know what we're doing. My practitioners are the best. And I challenge any naturopathic doctor. I will pick any practitioner. One practitioner I get to pick from every course. I'll pick one in Stewart. When we go to Stewart, I'll pick a practitioner that's only taken the course one go around. That's 22 days. And when a naturopathic practitioner or a medical doctor can't do something with someone, I will let them do it. Do you understand something? If they can do it, you can do it. We need practitioners in every home. And don't spend any money on me, because I'm just trying to pitch you, right? Or trying to sell you something. Get this, it's free. Go read the Perfect Day Guide, the PDGfree.com. Go there and read that, and then tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Tell me that we haven't given you more with that guide than you've ever been given in your whole life, free, empowering, take action, personal steps. Gentle baby loving steps. Change 1% a day. Where will you be in 100 days? Thank Thanks for joining us. We'll be back here next week with BHN Powerpack, and we'll come back with more stories. We're going to keep on coming back and coming back and coming back. Now, do you know why? Oh, yeah, you're after building your business, Daryl. Oh, it's a little more than that. It's called Braveheart Nation. Let's see if we can touch the hearts and put smiles on at least 1 billion people in the next couple of years. Wouldn't that be something? When's the last time, every time that you gift somebody with your passion, your purpose, and you've left them smiling, how does that make you feel? Well, now you know why I'm worth $1 million, because that's worth $1 million. What if we actually considered each other to be family? What if we actually believed that we were all created by the same creator that only had unconditional love for us? 3, 2, 1. We got this when we come together. We're much stronger. Have a beautiful day.